Alright, it's your boy EdF, and I'm back with another review for you guys, and I'm probably going to release this right after the Spider-Man one, but we got another Marvel Legends Magic the Gathering collab. It's Spider-Man themed, but it's also Man-Wolf. I don't know why the base thing is Spider-Man, but also more like Magic the Gathering. But anyways, you got this little cool image on the side, little mirrored, like miniature one on the side, and then everything that comes in this wave. I don't know if they're going to do more or not. I kind of wanted these, but I'm not going to go out of my way to look for them or get them. Sorry about that. There's a lot of talking and noise going on. It's Christmas, and I'm kind of in a rush to get these done because I want to give the Magic the Gathering cards to my brother for Christmas. So these probably aren't going to be great, or at least the beginnings aren't. So I'm sorry. But yeah, let's go ahead and run them through the old IDF system. Is the figure in good shape? Does the figure function as intended? Everything that's included with the figure, plus scaling, and then just my final thoughts. Usually a little pose at the end when I'm talking about it too, unless I forget. Alright, and here he is at a package, and is the figure in good shape? Just looking around him. You know, he looks, what is that? What is that? Look at that. I think it's just a little piece of paint that's stuck on there. It could probably be scratched off or something. I don't know. But yeah, I think he's alright. I will point out though, I don't know if the nails are supposed to be painted, but they're just straight white, so. But, his eyes are painted in there. It's just kind of hard to see because there's like mascara around his eyes almost, but, he's pretty dope. I mean, I'm not shitting on him. He does look pretty good. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say the figure's in good shape. What is that? But, yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know who this character was when I got this figure, when it got announced and everything. The main reason I even got this was to give the card to my brother. I think I mentioned that in the intro, because I recorded that months ago. Anyways, didn't know anything about this character. I just watched a video about him. You guys know J. Jonah Jameson, like Spider-Man's boss who hates him? This guy's his son. This little gem right here is what gives him these wolf powers, and he's also Star God? I don't know. He gets powers from some other dimension, from some guy who I think died or something. He's got a very complex backstory. I don't know. Interesting. He is mainly a good guy though, but for a while when he first started these powers, he couldn't control like a regular werewolf, so he would just turn and like attack people and whatnot. So yeah, he's pretty interesting. He's also an astronaut. That's how I found the gem. Anyways, but yeah, it's cool to notice that after watching the video, and I was like, oh cool, he actually does have it. But does the figure function as intended? I love that. He ain't looking down at all though, bro. But yeah, his head turns good. You get a lot of expression out of him. And then look at that. Don't want to move that too much to make it gummy, but that's not the right word, but you know what I mean, make it loose. But yeah, he's kind of articulated jaw. Love that. It looks even better from the side though, I will say. But what about an average T-pose? These little things move. They don't really get in the way though. It's cool. Oh. We got a wardrobe malfunction. So this little band just kind of came off his bicep. You just kind of put it back in place, but it's not on there very good. I stretch it up on his bicep a little bit more. So I shouldn't be doing this live action, but whatever, bro. And then, dude, I ain't even gonna lie, I haven't messed with him that much. I could have called that. He's kind of got the gauntlet block thing going on. Let me see. Is that more? Yeah, no, he's getting about just a straight right angle. Whatever, it's not like too bad, but Okay, so it's got a vertical pivot on this. I don't know about this one. Okay, this one's just got a regular horizontal. Nothing at the bracer. He's got a decent forward though. He just don't go back really at all. And then he twists at the waist, and the belt is designed really well, in my opinion. I think it's actually glued there too. If you'll notice, he's got a little sheath there. No drop down. But a straight, like, you know what I mean? That's fine. I'm not going to complain about that. It's a sketchy thigh swivel. It scares me a little bit. Ooh. Nice deep bend. Look at that. No calf swivel though. It's a little bit sad. Got a nice straight point. And that's like alright, but he's got kind of big feet and no toe articulation, so that's a bit iffy, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm sure his pose will still be fine. Oh, you know what? I almost didn't show you. Always gotta hit you with the split shot. Know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it about 6-7 more times. Know what I'm saying? Quiver. But I'm gonna go ahead and say he functions as intended. He's a solid figure for the articulation he has. Like, there was nothing I couldn't have called on him. He's pretty consistent. I'm gonna give him a little passkey. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say he functions as intended. Everything that comes with him. Let me start with a little bow. It's not real string, but it's got a little give to it. It's a little malleable, but I'm sure this is not something you want to pose and leave him with. You know what I'm saying? Alright, I gotta stop saying it. It's got this nice little, I don't know if it's like a long sword, is what it would be called. But just like your little basic sword. I don't really know why he has that, to be honest. Like, this guy's super strong. Then this is like your hand for drawing arrows, punching people and whatnot, all that good stuff. And then I find this very odd. You just kind of fold these up and then they go into his quiver. I'll see if I can do it on camera real quick without messing something up. It's a bit scary. I think I'll go down deeper. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you too. Not that I've had figures that have quivers like this, but maybe I do. Maybe I have like one other. But anyways, I would be careful about leaving something in there like that for a long time. Just for obvious reasons, if you want to try to use them for anything else. I was thinking about cutting them so I could like use one of them for maybe like drawing 3 arrows at a time or something. I don't know. But then you got just a singular arrow, and it's actually got a slight little notch on it. It does not fit the string of the bow and arrow though, or the bow, so it'll kind of line it up, and I think maybe you can do. I haven't tried it yet though, so I don't know. But let me go ahead and pull these back out because I'm already getting nervous about it. It's a little bitch. But yeah, that's everything that's included with them. Let's go ahead and get some scaling on. Alright, and here he is with Spider-Man, who he's had to contend with quite a bit from what I've read, but they seem like they scale pretty good. I think John Jameson's supposed to be pretty tall. I don't really know if he gets bigger with his werewolf form, but anyways, it's pretty good. Here he is with Captain America, who I think he's actually been like a pilot for or something, and I think he's fought with the Avengers on other occasions and stuff, but he just seemed like a good person to scale him with. And here he is with his ex-wife. I'm not 100% sure if that's canon to like the main 616 universe, but I'm pretty sure it's happening some arc from what I understand, but yeah. And then here he is with Marvel Legends thing. I don't know what specific version it's supposed to be. Whatever. It's the one that doesn't have the belt. You know what I'm saying? He's also worked with the Fantastic Four, I think, so this seemed appropriate for a bigger character, but that's all you're getting for scaling. Alright, I want to be 100% real with you. For how simple this pose is, this is one of the worst times I've had getting a figure into a pose because of this hand right here. It's not necessarily always a bad thing, but the hands on this figure are so soft, especially the ones that are supposed to like hold the, bow and, the arrow. You can barely do it. Like, this is so precariously held, like, it's just, I mean, if you're doing it in a pose where he's like not really drawing it, he's just kind of holding it at the ready, you know what I mean? I guess you can do that, but you can't really get him into a full drawn pose, so that kind of sucks. But I kind of stuck with it because I wanted to show you guys, that's kind of what's going on with it. Even though from the angle you can't really tell, but you can tell because the arrow is really, really far over his hand. But yeah, I'm be real with you, bro. He's not worth $40 or whatever he was going for. It's just, maybe if you like Magic, at that point I still don't really think that makes it worth it. These figures are kind of a scam, at least so far with this one. Like, for a regular $20, $29, $25 figure, whatever, he would be fine. He'd be great. For $40, trash, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not saying I dislike this figure. For the price point, I do not like this figure. And I personally cannot recommend him. That being said, bro, if you really like werewolves, or, Magic the Gathering, or just this character in general, I mean, you're not going to get more options unless you do like a custom or something, but it's an easy pass in my opinion. But I hope this helps you decide whether or not you want to pick this figure up or, pass on it, which again, I do recommend, but it is what it is. Yeah, I just don't recommend getting him, unless you can get him secondhand, like if someone's selling him without the card or something. Sorry, I didn't mean to just kind of jabber on, but yeah, I think I'm out.